Tonight on Prime Business, economist Professor Peter Korte commends the Bank of Ghana's inflation targeting framework so far, but criticizes government's weak fiscal policies.
The Bank of Ghana has served us very well, but it cannot be only monetary policy. The current challenges we find ourselves also requires fiscal policy.
We have all these stories and more coming up shortly, but we'll begin with commodities. Tonight, the Director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, ISA, Professor Peter Korte, has commended the Bank of Ghana for its role in fighting inflation as well as ensuring a relative stability of the city, despite the challenges facing the economy. According to him, the fiscal policy of the central government has failed to live up to expectation, a situation which has pushed inflation high and created some instability within the Ghanaian economy. He was speaking at the Absa Bank UPSC Law School Quarterly Banking Roundtable.
According to Professor Peter Korte, the Bank of Ghana has so far done well in helping to bring stability in the Ghanaian economy. He's however worried the fiscal policy of government, spearheaded by the Finance Ministry, has been weak.
The rule is when you see overheating, you see exchange rates moving in a certain direction, then the central bank has no option than to intervene. So that is devoid of any political intervention, and it avoids the time inconsistency and policy reversal problem. And that's what we have seen with our central bank so far. So far, the Bank of Ghana has served us very well, but it cannot be only monetary policy. The current challenges we find ourselves also requires fiscal policy, and we think that ought to be mentioned.
Speaking at the same event, Director of Research at the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Philip Abredu, outrightly dismissed the misconception that the central bank's inflation targeting framework has failed to be effective. According to him, the framework is the best tool so far for helping to check the rise in inflation.
We at the central bank feel there's some misconception out there, and when people hear inflation targeting framework, they think all we do is just chase inflation and that we have nothing at the back as far as real sector concerns are, as far as real sector indicators are concerned. But we do look at both inflation and real sector. But I think first and foremost, the IT framework is a monetary policy strategy. If you look at it from that perspective, it becomes easy to understand what is going on here at the central bank.
Jacob Brobe, acting head of markets at Absa Bank for his pact, expressed concern about the use of the inflation targeting framework at this time of challenges in the global economy to fight inflation. According to him, this has forced interest rates to go up.
Given the high level of inflation that we are seeing across the globe, inflation as high as in US, Europe, Ghana here we are at about 18-year high. In the process, we've seen various central bank interventions, and the questions that comes to mind is our central banks across the globe are going to continue to chase inflation. And if that is the case, then what is going to happen to interest rates? Currently, we've already seen interest rate the 91 day, for instance, moved from around 13% in March to around 24%, right? So the question is that the sustainable path for the country to take?
Now, President of the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce Association, Alexander Norte, says the organization will continue to strengthen the promotion of Ghanaian businesses in Canada and vice versa. His organization, he claims, is dedicated to promoting Ghanaian businesses in Canada as high-quality and efficient enterprises. Speaking at a cocktail event to celebrate fathers, he maintained that the association is working to deepen its partnerships and relations with other Canadian businesses. Here's more.
The Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce Association is taking full advantage of existing opportunities and creating new ones for its members. Alexander Norte, president of the chamber, says its vision to build capacity, stimulate interest, and create numerous opportunities for Ghanaian and Canadian businesses is still on course.
Yeah, we're always looking for ways of improvement. We're always looking for ways we can help our members develop more business, create partnerships. So that is our key motivation, to grow our members' businesses and provide new networks internationally.
He also stated that the association membership is growing, necessitating the need to expand its activities and relations with Canadian enterprises.
Well, we're actually here to celebrate the fathers of the chamber. As you know, we're a strictly business chamber, but we have a lot of fathers who, you know, though they're businessmen, they are, you know, they look after the home and they are father figures. You know, 2019 and 2020 and 2021 were awful years, but touch wood, thank God, this year has been fantastic for the chamber. We've had a lot of members join, and basically we've been able to do a successful conference for a number of our members who are currently now in Toronto.
The association is expected to play a leading role in mobilizing other chambers of commerce with an interest and affiliation to Africa to create a shared economic and development vision for African countries.
Now, more than 1,300 young persons in the Eastern region have received startup kits and modern equipment to support their various vocations. The move is part of the Ghana Enterprise Agency and MasterCard Foundation partnership to eliminate unemployment in the country. Speaking to Joy Business after a graduation ceremony in Achim Oda, the chief executive for the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ayitey, disclosed that about 12,000 young people nationwide have already benefited from the initiative and known as the Apprenticeship to Entrepreneurship program. Here's more.
The second Eastern Region graduation ceremony saw beneficiaries under the Apprenticeship to Entrepreneurship training presented with toolkits. This is expected to help in opening new businesses or scaling up existing ones. According to the Chief Executive for the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ayitey, the initiative, which involves the innovation, creativity and entrepreneurship as part of the Young African Works Partnership, aims at reducing youth unemployment.
Because of what we seek to achieve, the Young Africa Works project, really, which is a partnership between the Ghana Enterprises Agency and MasterCard Foundation, has been working to support and build the youth, women, and also basically various communities. So for Eastern Region, we've done a lot of work here. We've trained over 1,333 out of the 12,000 we've trained nationwide. And today we're here to actually celebrate the grad ones for achieving so much. Not only were they taught a skill, but they were actually supported to start the business, and they were also supported with startup kits, and then they were also supported with NVTI, which is now TVET training certification, so that they could actually improve themselves and be able to grow.
Eastern Regional Minister Seth Champon believes the gesture will improve the region's economic fortunes.
We would realize that majority of them, as we went through the exhibition stands, have gone through various formal stages of education. Some are university graduates, some are vocational schools, some are in technical universities, vis-a-vis teachers, and are looking for second employment to be able to sustain their families. This is the only way we can grow our economy. Without this, we're going nowhere. So as we take care of formal employment, we're looking to the informal sector as well to boost the economy. This is the only way the transformation agenda can be realized, and we are poised and positive about making sure that it comes into fruition.
Some of the beneficiaries assured they would put their skills to work.
I really appreciate it. They really help me in my business, all my networks. Now I have so many customers. I really appreciate everything. I need more students to train. As I've trained one fashion designer and one baker in my area. I already trained about 16. They've given me 16 students. I really appreciate it.
I'm the trainer from JFET. I appreciate everything I have from my training I have from my madam and Ghana Mastercard Foundation. They help me a lot to do everything. For now, if I get my oven and everything, I can do everything I want to.
They give me a lot of trainings like bookkeeping, Kaiser, a lot. In fact, a lot. First, I used one machine, but now I have 4 or 5, more than 5 machines.
Well, SMT Company Limited, the official distributor of Volvo construction equipment and trucks, has introduced its Volvo FMX, FH and FH16 trucks to the Ghanaian market. Managing Director for SMT Ghana, Alex Dutambi, indicates that the new Volvo FM trucks are improved versions of the existing Volvo truck, taking into consideration the comfort of the driver and the cost of fuel. Here's more.
Speaking at the unveiling of the vehicle, Managing Director of SMT Ghana, Alex Dutambi, explained the new range of Volvo trucks focuses on the drivers and cost efficiency among rising fuel prices.
The Volvo, especially the Volvo FMX, was already a fantastic truck, but now it has been developed with new features to make it even better, but with a focus for the drivers, with a focus for the business owner. Why the drivers? Because we believe that if it's easy for the drivers to maneuver their trucks, they can concentrate themselves on the productivity of the trucks. So, example that we have added to these trucks, there is a feature which is called Volvo Dynamic Steering, where you can really steer the trucks even fully loaded without any efforts. This is a typical feature that you have on the Volvo trucks to help the drivers.
Vice President of Volvo Trucks Africa, Goran Travanchik, says Ghana is a neutral choice to launch its new Volvo FMX and other trucks, as his outfit looks to build a lasting relationship with the country.
Ghana is a traditionally very important market for Volvo Trucks and our importer SMT here. And we are present here for quite a good number of years for both Volvo construction equipment and Volvo trucks. So Ghana is a natural choice because it is the country which has a lot of need for demanding transport.
Businesses are encouraged to increase their operations and growth strategy by using a reliable high-speed internet connection. According to Isaac Ama, the commercial director of Safeline Ghana, such a move will boost productivity and improve operational efficiency. Speaking to Joy Business at the launch of the Safeline Internet Business Solution Service, he explains that this is required to boost company performance and accelerate activities.
New Safeline Internet Business Solutions is a collection of services and solutions designed to provide dedicated internet service, preemptive digital protection, and disaster recovery solutions for businesses. Isaac Ama, Commercial Director at Safeline Ghana, said the solution is designed to ensure business continuity.
SIBS is Safeline Internet Business Solutions. It's just we getting to that stage in our life as a business where we now want to focus on the business community. So we've been around since 2014, and being the first LTE company in Ghana, we think it wise that we should focus on the high-value segment, businesses, large corporates, SMEs, and more importantly, having operated as a pure data connectivity company, we have transitioned into a place where we're now offering solutions to businesses. We are going beyond the data that we offer to offering packages that help businesses to protect themselves, help them to insulate themselves for all the cyber attacks and all the security issues around, and let them focus on delivering their core value as far as their profitabilities are concerned. So SIPS it's actually a solution, a one-stop solution that makes businesses, ensure their continuity and ensure that they actually stay in business.
Enterprise Business Manager at Safeline, Akinola Martin, stated that this is a proactive way to ensure mission-critical operations proceed during a disruption.
Most people out there who know Safeline and who have been with Safeline for a long time believe and have this notion that we only provide internet when it comes to routers and then MiFis. So what we're doing today is doing something very significant. We're breaking out of the norm. So we're providing solutions to corporate organizations, to SMEs and other businesses. So like, to come to your question, how will SIBS, help the people out there, or the organizations or the businesses out there? To put it in a very precise words, we are here to make your businesses run better. We're here to provide solutions that suit your need. We're here to provide solutions that are cost effective and of course very efficient. So in terms of SIBS, we have a couple of products which we have talked to people about today, and we've introduced to all our guests and people who have come here.
Some benefit from the internet business solution is to provide a comprehensive protection of your data systems, including smartphones, laptops, desktop, physical servers, and others.
Now, aside various challenges, some pig farmers are struggling to manage their farms post-African swine fever pandemic. That's the African swine fever pandemic that ravaged farms some few months ago in the Ashanti region. Of course, the situation resulted in the dwindling fortunes of pork businesses in Kumasi. Pork is experiencing almost 100% increase as a result. Next on Food Chain, Prince Apia looks at what is causing this rather worrying development. Take a look.
Pig farmer Akwesientwi is cleaning his pig stall for the day as a routine before he feeds his piglet.
I started for 15 years in the Minya. I bought me one year, my baby, from the Shemi family. I remember, Mamma Timania, a sink a crime team. Because Bibiania and one, I make one by Jumabia.
For 15 years, he says this year has been very challenging for pig farmers.
Oh, I'm Ayitey. And I'm Ayitey cry if you my wood say and I learn Bekurasi Womuna before so my free a card demanim. I may come maker. Tinyamen Chadan, I remember down for my costume on the Siana or the Kamam for is there. If I may, I'm a French maker. Timuan and Gusua Mayer.
He and about 30 other pig farmers here at Tejuso are still struggling to bounce back to business.
In fact, we've been off the job for the last 7 months, I'm telling you, and then you can go back to the market and check. The production of pork in Kumasi or Ashanti region has diminished. In fact, it's almost non-existent. Some of our people call and they are crying, when are you coming back? Since you people collapsed, the business has gone down. Not that you can't find pork outside, it's there. But then this day, because of that and the challenge of feed, the price of a pork has skyrocketed, and then accessibility or availability of the animal is not as it used to be. Any honest Ashanti region patriot can tell you this. So the impact is massive.
The impact in the pig industry in the Ashanti region cannot be underestimated, because they commanded a greater portion of the supply chain in the metropolis and beyond.
Last time I visited where we used to prepare our feed, the place was virtually empty. The workers were sitting down there idle, because consider the number of people here who take turns to go there and prepare our feed, and all of us all of a sudden being off job, coupled with the fact that some of the poultry farmers are also struggling. So it's affecting the business of other people whom we depend for our own. And then the rural banks around can also tell you how we were also contributing in their banking sector, because we take it, we send it, we withdraw it, we're going and coming, and all of a sudden all this number of people going out, so it's affecting the system. Anybody, you can go and check with the environmental officers at Ejusu here. We have a consistent record of contributing to the local funds, so you can check from their leisure the last time we contributed and how far. We showed you an evidence of payment of income tax consistently every year. That's not also coming. So as for the impact directly on us, but indirectly it's also affecting others.
This is one of the pig styles of the Ejusu cluster of pig farmers. This place used to be very active with a lot of activities and pigs, until some months ago the African swine fever swept through this place, killing more than 4,000 pigs here. Now these farmers are yet to bounce back after a 7-month break, but unfortunately they are being faced with another hurdle.
And of course, Food Chain will come your way this Saturday at 6 p.m. and it will be repeated on Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. Now, the stock market closed the week deepening the year-to-date loss to close negative 10.51%. This is huge. Trade volume shot up by over 1,000% as MTN Ghana dominated trading. Market records 1 gainer and of course 3 losers. Joining me via Zoom is the head of trading at Republic Securities, Patrick Edem Agama. Patrick, what should we be expecting next week, considering what has happened this week?
Well, for next week, we should expect more pressure on the stocks, mainly not because of the selling pressures on the market, but also for some equities that are relatively low, and we expect investors to take advantage of those equities on the market.
And what do you think could be the major factors that could drive either gainers or losers next week? Briefly.
Well, we were expecting the dividend season to be the major factor where investors will come in because of the dividend, but the fixed income market gave investors more options. So there were not enough trades to move prices up. But as the prices are falling and we are hitting new year lows in some stocks, we expect investors to take advantage of that and come into the market.
Patrick, many thanks for the market update. Well, that's it for the bulletin, but I'll leave you with international business news, after which we have Oreku Ampofu come your way with Prime Sports. I'm Charles Ayitey. Many thanks for watching.